Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Jen, and today I will be showing you how to edit a YouTube video for free. Can you believe it? Free! When I'm scrolling through Twitter looking under video editor, I see so many people looking to try to find a video editing software completely for free. And nobody seems to know that a professional grade software that people edit feature films on is completely free. It is called DaVinci Resolve, and I will be showing you a brief overview on how to get started with it. Let's get you into how to download DaVinci Resolve. All you have to do is go into Google and type in DaVinci Resolve, and it should be one of the first links to pop up. I will put a link in the description so you can download it. This is not sponsored, by the way. And scroll down all the way to the bottom of the page, and you will see a button right here that says for free. Put in all your information. Do not worry about sharing it. This is a professional company. They will not spam you. I have not been spammed with emails, so go for it. And then follow the download prompts. Okay, so let's hop in to DaVinci Resolve. Ready? I have a nice little shortcut right here. So Blackmagic Design is a company that is really making waves in the video production and film industry. They have been making really consumer priced cinema cameras as well as this huge editing software. This software is mainly used for color correction in film. That's where I used it for the first time in my professional career. But when my friends would ask for video editing software recommendations, this is exactly what I would tell them. So I am still learning this as well. I do not know everything there is to know about it. Color correction, I pretty much have it down, but let's get into the program because it's open. Okay, so as you can see, I here just have a bunch of test projects because I've never actually edited a full video here. In Resolve, I have color corrected and I've done other things, but I'm gonna learn with you guys, but I do understand the brief overview. So right here is the panel where your projects will show up. So we're gonna click New Project, and I'm just gonna name this Tutorial and hit Create. So when you open up Resolve, you wanna make sure you are in the Edit tab here down at the bottom, and you can right click and import media. So you wanna navigate to wherever your media is stored. So footage for tutorial. This is all footage from an old YouTube video. Don't change. I like to leave my frame rates the way they are. If you're interested in knowing the project settings and changing the frame rate and the resolution of your project, you go here to File, Project Settings, and everything is right here. So if you have a HD, if you're working in anything else, 720, but we're gonna work on HD right here, and you could type in your resolution, your frame rate, and anything else here. You can I would go through all these settings, but the default should work for you. Save. Okay, so now we have our clips imported. So here we have our clips into our editing software, and we are ready to start editing. So if you double click on a clip, it will bring it up into what is called the source monitor, which is this monitor here on the left. The record monitor is what's here on the right, and the timeline here is down at the bottom. The timeline is what's important and what you will be doing your editing with. You double click on your clip and bring it into the source monitor. So we'll go through here and we'll find, okay, maybe this is what I want. Right here, this part of the clip. Where I want the clip to start, I put an I, and where I want the clip to end, I put an O for out, so an I for in and an O for out. Those are your in points and your out points where you're telling the computer, I want the clip to start here and end here, and then you could just drag it right into your timeline here. And there is your clip. So we could hit play, and here you have a video track, which is where all your video will go. The audio track is where your audio will go, and that is how it works down the way. So we have here, but hey, I don't want to hear the audio because this is just a B-roll clip, right? So the first thing we do is there's this little link here. If you click on this, you notice that the audio and the video are selected at the same exact time. If you uncheck the link, that means you could click the audio and the video and manipulate it separately. If you click on the video and then hit, if you click on the audio you want to delete, or the video, it could be either way, but in this instance, we're going to delete the audio. We just hit backspace. Right like so. So now we can play it and it is just the video, okay? And when you put in your clips into the timeline, it created a timeline here. So what I always do after I bring in my first clip is name my timeline. So I'm just gonna name this tutorial 1. So you can see these are clips and this is your sequence, which is what your timeline is. Your sequence is your video. So let's bring in a couple more clips. We have the Sony camera here. Nice little zoom in. Let's take that, put an in point and an out point, drag it in. There we go. Let's delete this by hitting backspace, and now we have a nice little sequence here. And you just go forth, and that is how you bring your clips in and out. But hey, what if you want, like, oh no, I don't want like this beginning part. So I want to change this. All you have to do is click on one end and drag it to your playhead or wherever you want to go. Oh, I want this to be a little bit longer. You could do it like so. So hey, what about adding music? So why don't we right click and go to import media. Let me navigate to my music selection. I don't know how this song is, but we're just gonna bring it in. All you do is, so now you can see your music is in your media pool. Just drag it in. Or you can just click on it and go here and pick whatever you want. So we just play it, a little bit of music. Not a bad song. So all you have to do is drag it however you want. There is also a tool you should know and learn, is this blade tool here. I think it's B. If you hit on your keyboard, it's a B. So like if you want to just chop it and then go back to your regular selection tool, click it, and then hit backspace, and it goes away. Control Z always brings it out. So that is the basics of just cutting and adding audio and video into DaVinci Resolve. So why don't the next thing is to output your video so you can post it to YouTube. So what I do is let's just cut this. Oh, sorry, that was an instinct from Adobe Premiere. I'm gonna cut this song here and then delete the rest of it by hitting backspace. I'm gonna put an in point at the beginning of the timeline and go to the end and press an out point. So we know this is, it's just a 3-second clip, but this is what we're using for the tutorial. And then we're gonna go to the deliver window down here. Okay, now if you're exporting to YouTube, you can directly export your video to YouTube. While I do not recommend doing that, I prefer to export H.264 master. That's what you wanna do if you're exporting to YouTube. Okay, so make sure you give it a name. Make sure you hit browse and find the spot you want it to go. And you want a QuickTime H.264 1080p, frame rate works, quality best, and that looks good to me. We're gonna render a single clip, I believe, and add to render queue. So now it's in the render queue. Here, all you do is click start render, and it will do its thing. And it is completed. So you see the completed right here. So now we can go to our file here and we can go to our export, and here is our little video we made. Awesome. If you have any questions about anything I spoke about, please leave a comment below. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything else you want to learn about DaVinci Resolve and editing and shooting, anything, let me know in the comments below. Hit like if you like this video, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!